Afternoon. My name is Ryan Halkowski. I'm a freshman in the college, currently pre-BBA Italian double major.
And I'm Joy Mitchell. I'm a junior in college and I'm studying psychology and education.
And today we will aim to define aerobic and non-aerobic forms of exercise, explain their various health benefits, specifically as it may relate to mental health, and explain how easy it is for Emory students to incorporate this highly beneficial practice into their everyday lives.
Okay, so first, aerobic and non-aerobic exercise, the difference between aerobic and non-aerobic. Well, a lot of people use the term exercise to describe any physical activity, but we feel like it's important to know that there are actually subcategories under this broad term. So aerobic exercise is basically synonymous with cardiovascular activity or just cardio. Basically it's for extended periods of time and it gets you to about 60 to 85% of your maximum heart rate. So this would be like your running, jogging, things like that. And then non-aerobic, or some people refer to it as anaerobic exercise, is about short exertion. And it's about high intensity movement, so sprint and lifts and weightlifting, all sorts of things of that nature.
So we want to go ahead and show you guys this quick video, which I had so much fun pulling up. This is a very intense video from a website called Daily Burn Inferno, which is a 21-day exercise fitness program. It is probably a lot more intense than any Emory student would be able to handle at this point in time, but we think it's really important to show because it shows how non-aerobic and aerobic forms of exercise can actually be incorporated into one succinct workout. And so maybe it could be modified, or some exercises from it could be learned by some Emory students and practice in their routines. And now it's not going to work yet.
Are you ready? We're gonna change your body. This is Inferno. It's not supposed to be easy. Nice. How bad do you want it? Go. Burn it out. No excuses. Yeah. This is your body. What do you want to do with it? 500 club. Where are you at? Yes!
Sorry for our technical difficulties.
Okay, so as intense as that was a great mix of like aerobic as well as non-aerobic exercise, just based on your maximum heart levels. So basically, exercise has been proven to decrease individual risk for a huge range of physical issues and disorders, as we can see from this extended list. But based on like the ages of Emory students and how young we are, we know the prevalence of cardiovascular disease is not as high for our age category. So a lot of students specifically are not concerned with cardiovascular heart disease and those effects. But what many don't realize is that exercise has a huge impact on your mental health.
So we want to really focus in on the specific effects of exercise on depression and anxiety. And so depression and anxiety are very closely related, and according to the JED Foundation, which is a leading nonprofit organization that specializes in the improvement of mental health among young adults, there's been a tremendous increase in depression among college-age individuals. It's nearly doubled in the past 15 years. And in fact, the #1 reason that individuals seek mental health treatment at Emory's Counseling Center is because of anxiety, which is also very closely related with depression. So in this study that was featured in the Journal of Clinical Psychiatry, 99 individuals were randomly assigned to either aerobic or non-aerobic training groups, and each practiced their respective exercise for approximately 1 hour, 3 times a week for 8 weeks. And before and after the exercise intervention, which is what this graph shows, the clinically depressed individuals were measured using the Structured Clinical Interview for Depression, which is a 15-point scale that basically attempts to quantify depression. And so what you'll see here is that in the aerobic group, which is the black box, the average score was a 12.7 before exercise intervention, and the average score was a 12.3 in the non-aerobic group. And amazingly, after the exercise intervention, these numbers decreased substantially to a 6.7 in the aerobic group and a 8.3 in the non-aerobic group, which I thought was really substantial because this is a relatively low time commitment. I mean, 1 hour, 3 times a week is really not that much of a time commitment considering the amount of hours we actually do have in a week. And so that was definitely something that impressed me.
Okay, so with this being said, with such compelling data and statistics of either non-aerobic or aerobic exercise, some things at Emory, well, clearly the Woodpeck, and here's some hours that are posted, and the break and holiday hours are always at this website. So how many people knew that Emory provided a personal trainer? Yeah, well, Emory actually does have a personal trainer, and this is how you can contact her, and this is her fees and everything like that. And on Mondays in the SAT at 6:30, it's called Ask the Trainers, and basically she comes in along with other trainers, and you can ask any question in regards to your health. And there's also what is an Emory Fit Pass, which has samba classes, salsa classes, yoga, all types of fun things like that, and that is $20 a semester for Emory students. And also when it's high anxiety, around these times, finals, there are definitely usually free cycling or free yoga classes for students. And there's also a lot of running at Emory, so there are running maps at this this site posted, and there are 3 different tracks that you can go around, and there are always people running. And there's also club running, and you can be as involved or little involved as possible. They have bowling outings, or you can simply run with them. And also you can just go with a friend and hold each other accountable, make sure you're being accountable for each other's mental health, and encourage each other.
And so if you've ever considered incorporating exercise into a part of your daily life, if you don't already, we strongly encourage you to get involved and take advantage of the resources that you have available to you here at Emory. And so as the studies suggest, any form of exercise is good for your health, both the non-aerobic and aerobic groups. The levels of their depression was significantly reduced. And so as the study suggests, exercise can specifically lower anxiety and depression. And there's so many ways, as Joy mentioned, to get involved at Emory. So we strongly encourage you to check out the fitness website and find out what works best for your body.